Hey, sober people and people that wish to be sober. Welcome to my Thursday lunchtime video. Just thought I would check in with some AA while I am at home having lunch on my lunch break. Readjust. Sorry about that. I'm not here to have the most beautiful YouTube video on the planet. I am here to speak life into people that are recovering from addiction and alcoholism, or for those who wish to be recovering. So, anyway, with that said, here it goes. I am not a proponent of any particular program. I am, however, a huge proponent of recovery. I think we all need to recover from something at some point in our lives. Okay. Subject matter for today, anger. Anger is deadly for those of us who are alcoholic and addict. Anger produces a resentment, which resentments will drive us to drink and use, and drinking and using will drive us to be 6 foot under or in jail. Pretty much that's it. Jails, institutions, and deaths. That's as drinking and continuing to participate in alcoholism actively and or continuing to participate in addiction actively. That's where that gets us. Jails, institutions, or death. So I, for one, like my free world, so I'm not going to participate in my alcoholism actively, at least not to the best of my ability. Now, with that said, participating in my alcoholism sometimes just comes with character defects. Doesn't mean I have to get drunk. I haven't had a drink in a little while now, and I'm not nursing a hangover today, and I don't plan on getting drunk tonight. So that's that. Now let's talk about anger. Anger happens when somebody does something that irritates me. Like, say I did a project at work and somebody else took the credit for it. That might hurt my feelings and make me angry. Could. Or say that my significant other embarrassed me in front of a group of people. Hurt my feelings and make me angry. It's possible. Say that somebody ran into my car in the middle of the night and totally wrecked it and didn't leave a note. Might make me angry. So, how do I deal with those angers? Well, the first thing is that I always remember a handful of things. Number one, my feelings are my responsibility, and so is my sobriety. Number two, my joy is my responsibility, and I don't like anybody to steal my joy. I like to be happy, joyous, and free. I don't want anybody to have that much control over the way that I feel. My feelings and my happiness is my responsibility. Number 3, next. Okay, we'll just do that. The book tells me, the book that I read, which is the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, I'm not trying to sell that book. I'm just saying that that's the one I like. Tells me that I just can't participate in anger. And since that book gives me a design for living, then I trust that that's the truth. So what am I going to do? What's my action? Well, first of all, I'm going to try not to let those things bother me. You say, how on earth am I supposed to let somebody wreck my car in the middle of the night and not get mad about it? Well, you can get mad about it if that's what you choose. Although it's going to affect the way that you feel. It's probably not going to affect the way the other person feels that much. It's going to affect the way that you feel. It's going to affect the way that you treat other people. It's going to affect the way that you participate in your life. And, two wrongs don't make a right. So me, I'm going to go outside and say, oh, dang, somebody wrecked my car. That really stings. And then I'm going to go about the business of getting it taken care of. There's something that I haven't mentioned that's in that process. And this is the most important part right here. And that is the acceptance. Am I able to accept that somebody wrecked my car in the middle of the night without leaving a note. That's where the rubber meets the road for me in anger. I'm not going to like it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I have to get mad at it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I have to act like an idiot. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I don't get to ditch my sobriety. Because that's going to affect more people than just me. So I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with some anger. So, acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. That's an absolute. All of my problems. Not most of them, not some of them, but all of them. If I have a problem, acceptance is the key. Can I accept that so-and-so crashed my car in the middle of the night? If I want to be happy, joyous, and free, I can. Is it easy? No. Is it simple? Very. Does it take a lot of practice? Of course it does. I didn't learn how to ride a bike in 1 millisecond. I didn't learn how to be sober and ditch anger in 1 millisecond either. It takes practice. The only way for me to practice dealing with anger is for people to get, to push themselves upon me in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable. So, next, what am I going to do about the car? Well, I'm probably going to call the insurance company if I have insurance. I may just ditch the car altogether if I don't have insurance. The solution's going to come. Once I can get on the other side of that anger, the solution to the problem is available. Now, there's something that I read the other day, a little quote that I liked, I'll share with you. I don't remember all of it, and I'm not real big on making my quotes be verbatim. It's just not that important to me. But basically what it said was, one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do was to forgive a person that wasn't sorry and accept an apology that I never got. And there's a lot of freedom in that forgiveness. Once I forgive so-and-so for wrecking my car, then I can accept that they wrecked my car. Then I don't have to be mad about it. Whereas before I got sober, I would have just gotten mad about it. I didn't care about the forgiveness or the acceptance at all. I would have just gotten mad about it because I thought that anger would serve me well. But it did not. The anger created chaos inside my emotional self. It shuts me off from the sunlight of the Spirit of God, as I understand Him. The God that I understand is probably going to be different from the God that you understand, and that's okay. But anger, anger is bad. Not today. Can't get angry today. It doesn't matter who comes across me or who does what. As long as I keep my side of the street clean, then I can forgive. Because it keeps me from being angry. It saves me. The big book tells me, God, please save me from being angry. Save me from being angry. And I beg that of my higher power. And it works. That prayer works. And so, for all of you that may be struggling with anger, this video is for you. Also, this video helps me to remember why it is that I'm not allowed to get angry. And things don't happen my way. I don't get to pick. There's a plan for me. And all I have to do is dress up and show up and ask for God to reveal His plan. And boom. It's just like, it's already there. It's already finished. It's already taken care of. All right, so if you have any questions about anger, feel free to drop those in the comments. If you have anything you want to say that would be helpful to this video, then that is going to be useful information, and I will appreciate that very much. Okay, I think that's it. So hopefully we can all stay sober for the rest of this 24-hour period. Because that's all it is. It's just one day at a time, right? All right, people, take care.